So this project is about the instructional manual in assembling portable paper toilet. This project idea starts from the flooding problem in Thailand in 2012, and because of the main problem people in that flooded area will face would be the how to find the clean toilet that they can use in their area. So the university start the project of inventing the low cost toilet
made from corporate paper.
Mm-hmm.
So in designing the paper toilet, we have to design it as have three parts that have three pieces for the convenience for transporting and producing the toilet to give to people that have problem in flooding area.
So So for the research question, after university got the final model of the paper toilet, the question after that is the best kind of manual that will guide people to set up the structure of. So after we researched about the model of the toilet, we came up with the final four kind of manual. The first kind of manual would be guiding sticker. This basically is it would be like the sticker number on every pieces of the paper toilet, and basically people have to join the same number together. The next kind of manual would be the exploding view manual, and for this, the manual would be given with all the pieces, and people have to understand it before setting up the structure. And for this method, we also have the finished version, finished picture version of this paper toilet at the top of the manual.
But we had some problem with some user that they thought that the finished picture image of the toilet, they thought it was a logo. So some people didn't know that that was the final complete of the toilet.
The next kind of manual is step-by-step manual. This one is quite straightforward. They will tell the user step by step how to set up the whole structure of the paper. And then we have the next method, the next kind of manual. This step-by-step manual is the developed version of manual 3.
What we did to improve this one from the manual 3 is we put indicators on the piece of paper. So there's three pieces. There's part A, part B, and part C. So we put it also on the manual and on the real piece, so people would know which one is which.
So for the usability plan, before the real test, we need to analyze the final model of the portable paper toilet, and then after we test the model, then after that we research about different kinds of manual and come up with the final 4. After the final 4 of manual test, we do the pilot test. And then we separate the task into 4 tasks. The first one would be reading, and the instruction basically is about how people try to understand the manual. And then after that, the second task is setting up the pieces, which will separate into 2 different pieces. Then after that, assembling the structure. And fourth task, it will be placing seating pad on the whole structure. The problem that we thought we would face could be separate into 2 areas. The first one would be with the manual. Like if you be able to understand the manual system, or even though they understand it, they won't follow the step. The second area would be with all the pieces. Like user can't unable to fold the pieces completely, or unable to assemble structure completely, or user are unable to fold and insert the seating pad correctly. So for the whole test, first the user will be asked to read and try to understand the system or the manual, and then after that try to set up the structure by themselves, and the whole actions of the user would be correct by the camera. And then after that, we use this information and video to analyze in the program. And then at the end of the test, the user will be asked to answer the questionnaire too. And we separate all the action into 11 choices. And then after that, we have like what kind of error.
We separate into 5 categories of the observation. So we first observe on the action, and then it's for observation. So we observe on the action, and the modifier is the modifier of the action again, and then we observe for the errors, and then emotion and task.
And user profile, we have 24 users, and we separate these 24 users.
So 6 of the user will be tested on one kind of method, and we use different user for each kind of method. For the reason is, if they have done the other method before, they might remember how to assemble the toilet. So we would have to use different user for different method. So we have 24 user and different. We have 12 female and males. So half gender, and also various education level and age. And after we test them, we ask them if they have any experience on assembling any kind of objects. But sometimes we can't really trust this information, because somehow they don't really know if they have the real experience or not. Okay, yeah, but video over here. So here are some of the we have some example of the user. So the first one we have for the guiding sticker manual. we have Akashai. So he is the one that accomplished assembling the toilet. So the way we, for this method, we thought of matching the number together. So it's like playing Lego or something. But we found some complication in this kind of method because you can see that the guiding sticker wouldn't be able to explain parallel action. So you can see that he can connect only some parts, but not at the same time. So this is the problem. Okay, so Akashai finished assembling. Also, there's okay. So this is a security named A, and he also assembly, but this guy incomplete the assembling. So this is for the exploding view manual, which is very hard for some people because mostly they use for experts like engineers or architects. And also some people do not read the manual, so you can see that he doesn't even look at the manual and see that it's not the same looking at as the complete one.
So for him, he end up with a very strange finished version of this model.
Okay, so here we come to analyze for the data we gain from looking at the video. So here we look at the time duration for each task, which we separate into 4 tasks. The first one is guiding sticker. The first one is understanding the manual, and the second one is folding paper, which is folding piece A and piece B. The third one is assembling the structure, is inserting the piece A and piece B together. And then the fourth one would be placing seating pad, which is placing the piece C on top of the structure. Okay. So you can see that for all 4 methods, the worst one is the guiding sticker, and the best one is step-by-step improved one. So here what we found in guiding sticker is the task that take most time is the folding paper, which we found that the reason is the method in guiding sticker we use to match number, but it doesn't indicate how you fold the paper, the piece. So this one, people have problem in folding the paper. So, and for the improved step-by-step one and step-by-step instruction, which when we tested on user on method 3, we found some problem that people still doesn't know which piece is which. So take time recognizing the piece. So we kind of developed from that one first, and we found that assembling structure is improved very significantly. So here you can see that it takes less time. Okay. This is the same, but we use the average time.ต้องพูดว่าจำไม่ได้ว่าเขียนอะไรถูกต้อง
แต่เมื่อกี้ก็พูดไปแล้วนะ
ใช่
analyze ของแต่แค่รวมๆ
โอเค
ลิมิตกัน
Okay, so in complication on assembling the structure on method 1, so the most problem that we found is on the method 1 and method 2 is guiding sticker and the exploding view manual. So what we found out that when people didn't realize didn't know what the goal was to do. Is they kind of had problem, like they're kind of just didn't know which way to go to. So they would take time, and sometimes they assembly out something very strange, like this one. You can see that he doesn't know what it looks like, so he just kind of guessed how to assembly it. And this one also. Some people just guess. And for the assembly, the exploding view manual also have problem because user doesn't know that that the pieces has to be pushed down all the way. So sometimes they just think it look like this, which looks like the same in the manual. Also, we have problem people doesn't follow the manual. So this is the graph shown to prove that the improved one is better than the step-by-step manual is better by improving by indicating the pieces. Okay. In placing the seating pad, we can see that there is no different. There's not quite clear difference between all four methods because we didn't really improve on the instruction of placing the seating pad. So you can see that the red part is quite the same. But maybe if we improve, we can make something different. So that's the part that we should develop on. Okay, now we're gonna look at the timeline. Okay, so you can see that successful assembling, we have 3 examples is from method 1, guiding sticker. So he used only 180 s.ff นี่เป็น second wow yeah 180 seconds. And the second example, we use only around 160 seconds with the method 2, and the third example use around the same time. So all these 3 are the one that successfully assemble the toilet. You can see that on the task, they do it step by step. So you can see that they do behavior 1 first, then behavior 2 and 3 and then 4, step by step. And for the unsuccessful assembling, which take a lot of time, like 480 seconds and 720 seconds, and also on around 460 seconds. These people, these users, they kind of skip the task, so they would go back and forth within the whole task. So these are the people that don't understand the manual, and they just go back and forth. Okay, so here is the pattern that you can see that they should go step by step. These are the people that perform tasks correctly, and these are the people that didn't perform correctly. Okay. And here are some analyzing on the pattern recognition. We found out some very clear point of the guiding sticker method 1. So you can see that on all 3 methods, they show the process of how the piece will look when it's folded, only except for the guiding sticker. So you can see that on the action in fold, which is the pink one, you can see that they have fold here and fold here. So it's all over the place. But in the method 4, you can see that fold action is only on the task 2, which is folding paper. So you can see that there's a problem here that people don't know how to fold, and they just fold it on the wrong step. Okay, analyzing user. So we did some analyzing on the user also, but this is from the questionnaire. But we found out that some of the information wasn't really accurate enough. So we just did a little bit on the education and age So you can see that people that have low education, which is the lowest one is the elementary, have used most time in assembling, and then the high school is also the best. So we just kind of assume that maybe because of the children in this age, which is high school, they maybe have more skill in assembling. But for the elementary user, they have elementary education, but the age is very high, like 40 or something. So that means that it doesn't really go together with the age. So we found out some conclusion is from this testing. We can see that a mental model is very important. Mental model is the final image of the complete assembling. So if people don't know the goal, then they will fail in assembling the toilet. The second one is okay. The second one is the guiding sticker method is not the method that suits this kind of assembling. Maybe for other, but for this one, it will suit with assembling that use only one action, like connecting things together. But if they include many actions like folding, inserting, this one won't work because it only indicates on connecting joints together. Okay. The second one is okay. So the inefficient method together is the most one is guiding sticker and exploding view manual, and the best one would be the step-by-step method. Okay, and we assume that exploding view manual will suit for high assembling skill user, which might be engineers or architects. Okay, and the step-by-step manual is the best one, but we found out that some users suggest that we should do every step, like from the beginning, when the pieces weren't folded yet. So sometimes we might have to develop from what the user suggests, and we can see that user will be confident when they see clearly what they should do first and which one is the next step. So they will have confidence in assembling. Also in this testing, we also found some complication on the consistent, like when we like in video recording also, because when we record the user, we didn't record the task on the task that they start reading the manual. So that's the point that we can really record the time when they first understanding the manual. And also on recording the action, which we use two users together, so somehow we both might record differently. Okay, and we another point is if the user skip any sequence of the task, they will unsuccessfully assembly the toilet. Okay, and we think that 3D visual is better on this kind of method manual.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Huh? You mentioned before that the subject that they failed to assembly, but they thought that they achieved it, and also they think it's really easy. How do you classify this people? I just wondering how do you, or what did you use it as to be more confident? How?
How? Well, for this case, we just use it in analyzing because it has conflict together. So because he doesn't accomplish the assembling but he say different.
Prefer to consider
The answer. Oh no, we don't suggest it. We don't put it in the analyzing part because it has conflict. Most of the questionnaire we didn't really use it because it has a lot of conflict, such as the education and age, and also the experience. They say they have experience, but they use a lot of time assembling, so we couldn't really use it because it has conflict.
contradict.
Contradict.
Okay.